Hey guys, Jared Glover with LiftedJeeps.com, and I'm here with a 2024 Gladiator that we just got set up to flat tow behind our customer's RV, and we want to tell you a little about it and tell you the story of how we got here to today, so come on and check it out. Roll cool B-roll. Okay, so I want to start with telling the story of how I got connected with these customers and kind of how the process flowed. And it's pretty cool. It's great people, helping great people. And I want to shout out to Chris Trawick from Trawick Luxury Motor Coaches in Fort Worth, Texas. He's a lifelong friend of my dad's, actually goes way back. My dad bought an RV from him where we used to take trips as a family. And Chris had a customer that bought a coach from him and was looking to get the right vehicle set up to flat tow behind their RV. And unfortunately, they had bought a Toyota Tacoma only to find out that it was not flat towable. So they were kind of in a situation, what do we do with the Tacoma? We still got to get the right vehicle set up to flat tow behind our RV. They take delivery here in about another week. So I want to give a special shout out to Chris Trawick and then say thank you to Randle and Vickie for working with us. And I'm looking forward to you taking delivery of your Gladiator. I hope you love it. I think it's the perfect setup. And we will have it down at Trawick Luxury Coaches in Fort Worth. We're going to deliver it down there at the end of this week. So it is waiting on you when you guys pick it up next week. So with that, I'm going to kind of step into what we did to set them up. And then I want to, specifically for Randle and Vickie, we're going to get inside of the Jeep. And I'm going to go through the process with you of how to get everything in neutral and ready to tow when you guys hook up for the first time. So come on. Okay, so we actually used this Gladiator in one of our other videos when we're talking about the different options and setups for flat tow. So what Randle and Vickie decided to do, this is our flat tow setup going straight to an off-road bumper. So their Blue Ox tow bar is in the back seat of the Gladiator. It's got the off-road bumper adapter kit on it, so it takes the three-prong connection point down to more of a crab claw two-prong connection point. It has a 1-inch cylinder that goes through it with some washers. When you install with one of these, you want to use as many of those washers as you can to take out any of the play side to side. So you should be able to fit one per side. This is Fab Four stubby bumper. I've towed with it a lot. I really like it. It's a great price point. It's simple to hook up, but just make sure that you take the time to place those washers when you push the pin through to try to take out as much side to side play as you can. So we're going to hook up right here with your tow bar, your tow points. The washers are in the box with the bar. And then we added eyelets down here because one of the most important things is where do you hook up the safety chains to make sure that A, they're not going to fall off, and B, they're going to be functional if an emergency arises and you ever need it. So we gave you really simple points. Blue Ox comes with a coiled up safety chain. It's really nice because it keeps itself off the ground because it's pretty tightly coiled. So when you hook up, there won't be anything dragging. It's perfect setup. You guys should be ready to rock. Trailer light connection. So in the Blue Ox box, you also have a coiled up lighting connection. So this is where you're going to hook up for your taillights. And once you get everything set, I'll talk to you when we get inside. When you pull up to the back of your RV for the first time, you'll want to get about from the back of the hitch of the RV, you're going to want to get about 4 feet away. And it might take a stab or two, but once you figure it out, you'll be able to nail it every time. And we're going to put the Gladiator in park, leave it running, set the emergency brake, and at that point, we'll come and hook everything up. There's going to be play in the tow bar. Before you take off, you always want to make sure you get that locked, so you can either roll the Jeep backwards and it'll lock up on both sides, or roll the RV forwards to where it locks, because before you just head out and go down the road, you want to make sure both arms of your tow bar are locked. So with that, let's hop inside and I'll show you the process to get the Jeep into neutral and ready to tow. And the rest is just you guys to have fun and go make some memories in your new coach. We're set up. We set the emergency brake on the Jeep. We have now connected to the RV. So this is the point that we've got everything connected. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you get those tow points locked. So you can do it one of two ways. You can either go ahead and put the Jeep transfer case in neutral and get everything ready to go, lower your emergency brake, and then drive forward in the RV, which is going to get your arms to lock. The other way to do it is to go ahead and put the Jeep in reverse, let it roll backwards slowly. You don't want to pop it, but slowly, and it's that little bit of pressure is going to let your tow bars lock. That's what I typically do. I'm not sure if it's the best process or not, but it's what I do. So at this point, we've got the tow bars hooked up. We've hooked up our tail lights. We have the arms locked. We have the emergency brake set in the Jeep, and we're going to start the process of getting your transfer case in neutral. So Jeep is running. So you want the transmission to be able to shift into neutral. So transmission in neutral. Transfer case, we're going to come straight down to 4 high and then over like we're going to 4 low, but we're only going to go about halfway there. Your neutral sign will flash a couple times, and if you're in the right spot, it will lock in place, and it will say 4-wheel drive neutral mode, warning, vehicle may roll even in park. So that's what it just showed me on the screen, and we'll get a shot of that here in a second for you to see. So from here, the Jeep is in neutral. If it wasn't hooked to the RV, it would be ready to roll forwards or backwards. We're going to shut everything down, put it in park. You tow it in park. That'll let the Jeep go to sleep so you don't run your battery down. Wranglers and Gladiators do a great job of batteries being fine going down the road. I did experience the Grand Wagoneer won't let itself go to sleep. The security system, if it's moving, it's awake. So we got to California with a dead battery. So we learned to disengage main battery as well as auxiliary battery, let the Wagoneer go all the way to sleep. And then as soon as I got there, I kept a 10 millimeter on the door. And I hooked everything back up, tightened it back down. We were ready to rock and didn't have battery issues after we figured that out. But with Wrangler and Gladiator, I've never ran into that. Shouldn't be necessary. If you're going on a long trip, if you want to disengage your battery, you can, but you should be fine. So from here, I'm going to shut stuff down, shift to neutral, and I'm still in accessory mode. I'm going to kick it back to run, turn it all the way off, and this is the point that we can get out of the Jeep, double check our connection with the RV. Last but not least, disengage the emergency brake. You don't want to pull out with this thing still engaged because you're just going to be squalling tires behind the RV. So at that point, we disengage, and everything should be free and ready to roll. So as you can see, Gladiator is completely in neutral and ready to tow behind your RV. Okay, last but not least, you get where you're going, you're ready to disengage the Jeep. So hop in the Jeep, set your emergency brake again, go ahead and disconnect everything from the RV so you're clear and ready to go. We're going to start the engine, shift our transmission to neutral, and then transfer case has to go back to 2 high like so. Release emergency brake, and I'm driving. Pretty simple process at that point. Randle and Vickie, thank you for your business. If you have any questions about this process, please text me. Shoot me an email, jglover@jimglover.com. And if you are watching this video and are buying an RV and trying to figure out what you're going to flat tow, please reach out to us. We would love to take you through the same process. We can deliver anywhere in the country, so we can deliver it to you, or like we're doing for Randle, we can deliver the Gladiator or the Wrangler straight to the RV dealer. So when you take delivery of your RV, your tow vehicle is right there ready to go. So my email address, jglover@jimglover.com, or check us out at liftedjeeps.com.
liftedjeeps.com. Life's better lifted.